Okie day. Just gonna move some of these nameplates. So that one is that, and then there's that. And if I click on that one, then I can move it over like that. And we're good to go! Hello, one and all, to another thrilling episode of Seeking the Hidden Realms. I am your humble GM, Joshua McGregor. My pronouns are he, him, and I am joined by Alberta.
Hello, I'm Alberta. My pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Suzie Coyne, whose pronouns are also she, her.
Carrie.
Buongiorno, I'm Carrie. My pronouns are they, them, and I play Piuwhgieawrg, Timothy Ursworth. And the pronouns are he, they. It's Welsh, okay? Anything goes. Most people, I'm so sorry.
All is well. Kieran!
Hello, I'm Kieran. I am he, him, and I am playing Dendro, who's also a he, him.
Amazing, and last but not least, Daisy!
Hello, my name's Daisy, pronouns she, her, playing Ravenel, also she, her.
Beautiful. Last we left off, you all had visited the Bounty Hunters Guild, a city in orbit around Lydia 6. Had gone in, met with the Heron God Clark Miyagi, who's very friendly, an old friend of Suzie's, and had helped you out with various things. You went up, spoke to Keswick Tall, got your Bounty Hunters Guild, got your transponder codes, identified your ship as the Phoenix, had a long rest in space, and set off towards the planet of Ipia to follow up on various leads, including one for Benvolio and one for the Moonlight Carnival, to which Ravenall and Tilly both belong. However,
Oh no.
you do your gate calibrations, make the decision to go by the shortest and therefore most dangerous route. You punched in the numbers, activated your gate circuit, and passed through, transporting yourself across space and into the Inalosan Nebula. A luck roll was made for this encounter, which was a natural 1.
That's not lucky.
Thanks, Ravenall.
And we're going to find out exactly what that means now. You come through on the other side of your gate circuit. I need to know who is in each deployment at this time. So who is piloting, who is gunner, mechanic, operator, pilot, technician, coordinator, etc.
I'll be coordinator because my charisma modifier is very high.
Fantastic.
Oh wait, or is that the one where I have to use the ships ones?
You do, but if you have proficiency in any charisma-based things, that helps.
I see. Okay, cool.
Okay, we've got you as coordinator.
Sit on the guns.
Sit on the-
Sit on the guns.
Dendro is the gunner.
That doesn't sound comfortable.
No, it's not. Why am I doing this?
I don't know, bro.
I'm doing it wrong.
I can assume that Suzie is piloting.
Hell yeah.
And Ravenall, what deployment are you in at this time?
I will take technician shields.
Yes, technician. Fantastic. Atlas will be in the engineering thing. Blah, 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 blah. Since we don't have Ro, who... Actually, either Suzie or Piuwhgieawrg. Which one of you is able to man the operator station as well?
Where is the operator station?
It's just on the other side in the cockpit.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
Operator. Are you proficient in wisdom?
just
Perception.
perception.
Oh, I'm not proficient in perception.
I'm proficient in perception.
It makes more sense that than you are.
Are an operator.
Also, Piuwhgieawrg is a very scared bean. He's not. This is his first pirate encounter.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So, Suzie, used to sort of manning multiple stations at the same time, pilots the ship, has an eye on the sensors, while Piuwhgieawrg mans the comms. Dendro is looking at guns, Ravenall nearby looking at shields. You come through this gate. Immediately, a number of hailing frequencies come through on the comms. I'm going to send these to you, Carrie. Hailing frequencies come in from these ships. And the ship's sensors immediately pick up an extraordinary number of vessels. And Alberta, I will send this to you.
Thank you.
Those are requests. Those are hailing frequencies. So you can choose to open those if you would like to. But currently that information is only available to you as you come through.
So wait, as in like, I'm a little bit confused. Are they? Are we inviting them to help us?
So a hailing frequency is basically just a ship-to-ship communication frequency.
Okay.
That can travel through space near instantaneously. So you have hailing frequencies that come up as basically like such and such a ship is hailing you. Such and such a ship is hailing you. And
oh, so all of these places are hailing us.
yes.
And they want to talk to us.
Every one of these it could be open broadcast, it could be specific, but instantly it's like brrr.
Can we just start a group
through.
chat? That feels like that's just way easier for everyone.
Sure,
you know, saving
you
all
can start a
the
group chat.
texts. Can we actually?
Yep. You can choose to open you can open all of those frequencies. You can answer all of those frequencies at the same time if you choose.
No, I'll roll a d10 because I don't. And if I end up on 10, I'll just re-roll. Oh no! Wait, am I allowed to say which one? I don't know how much you want me to keep this a secret.
This is information that you have. You can share as much or as little of it as you would like, but those frequencies come up.
Okay, cool. Suzie, we seem to have picked up some friends. I was wondering if we could start a group chat, or do you feel like, you know, they're more of a, you meet one-on-one for a coffee kind of thing?
It depends. Who are they? Who's calling?
There is a canvas, a lug, a pathogen, an unknown fighter, a sleep wreck mining group battleship. There's 4 of them. That sounds like a party. Bounty hunter ships, the Tiff, the Wyvern, what was that, and the Damsel.
That's what you're getting?
Yes.
Alrighty, so I'm getting those ships coming up on the sensors, but I'm also getting a Githyanki flagship, a Githyanki hunter ships, 6 of those, and amorphous being, heat signature intermittent, and unknown slipwreck vessel.
Wow, I haven't been this popular since primary school.
I recognize the lug. That's the bully bugs. They're bad.
Well, yes, we all encountered them, Dendro. I think we're all well acquainted with these people.
Yeah.
Do we ignore them? Do we?
Well, Josh, who
Yes.
do I know any of these guys personally?
give me a history check. Yes is the answer. How many is going to be determined by how high this is.
Oh, Carrie.
Ah,
No,
Carrie.
no.
Permanent hands in disappointment.
No. Okay. All right, let's determine this while we see if that recovers.
12.
12. Fantastic. Of what you've heard, the bounty hunter ships, you do recognize all of these. The Tiff, the Wyvern, and the Damsel are 3 of the higher ranked bounty hunter ships. One sec, just readjust. It's all right. Carrie's gonna restart. The Tiff is a GIF mercenary ship that also takes bounty hunter guilds. Takes bounties. The Wyvern is captained by a Naga, and
They were at the Heroes Meet.
At the Heroes Meet, absolutely. And the Damsel is the ship which is captained by the highest ranking bounty hunter in the galaxy, Beatrice the Brute.
Ooh.
I like Beatrice.
Who is the founder and CEO of Brute Industries and has just decided to keep the life of bounty hunting up. Yes.
What do I know about the GIF?
The GIF. What do you know about the GIF?
I just want to know if they're like good people, they're bad people.
I think you'd probably know. But that's in 1 second. Let's get Carrie back in this.
Woo. There we go.
Hey, welcome back.
Sorry.
No,
Well,
all's
I'm
well.
not sorry. My internet should be. Anyway, what did I miss?
I'm just describing what these ships are and who knows what.
Okay.
So the bounty hunter ships, the last 3, the Tiff is a GIF run ship who are hippopotamus folk. The GIF are notoriously they are mercenaries. They are so for hire. They do not. I don't know. It depends on your morality whether they are straight up evil or neutral. They will fight anyone except other GIF for money.
Oh.
So that's who they are. They are captained. The Tiff is captained by Joffrey the Spiffing Jiff,
Yes.
who wears a monocle and has a shotgun.
That's like my kind of night.
Absolutely. I said absolutely without actually registering what you'd said.
I was like, Josh, how do you know?
Been there, done
Same.
that.
Same.
First mate is Lieutenant Giuliano Galdenstock. The Wyvern is captained by Kamuzu, who is a Nagan druid.
Druids.
I know. And first mate, Ilana Debrini, who is a half-orc woman. And the Damsel is captained by none other than Beatrice the Brute, founder and CEO of Brute Industries, and highest-ranking bounty hunter. So, yes, that's what you know about the GIF. Those are those 3 ships. You do also know, you have heard of the Slipwreck Mining Group. The Slipwreck Mining Group are exactly what their name sounds like. They do mining contracts, especially space-based mining contracts or mining on uninhabited worlds. On a 12. I think that's all I give you about the Slipwreck Mining Group.
Probably.
What sort of understanding are we on with the bounty ships if we're bounty hunters now, right, Suzie?
We are indeed. Well, we're in, they, on the one hand, are kind of on our side. On the other hand, they are absolutely competing against us. Because I have a feeling, and I could be wrong on this, that this is one of the highest ranked bounties. I think this is Kill the Crew of the Lug, which is an A-rank boundary, which has quite the reward. I think something's going on in regards to that.
Wow.
It is at this time I have to ask two things. First question is, do you have open the screen that shows you what's going on outside of your ship?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So we're going to go to a battle map in a second. The second thing I'm going to ask is for a luck check. Anybody can
This is not rolling it.
Rude. Not even offended.
What's the modifier for and the dice?
There is no modifier. It is just a luck roll.
D20.
A d20. You want to go?
Oh no.
Good
All
luck.
right.
That's a 17, my dudes.
Woo!
17
shabby.
is amazing. Before we get to the map,
Okay.
17's really, really good. I'm only going to roll twice.
Ugh.
One of those is a critical hit.
On us?
The other one is going to be, so one hit, one critical hit on the ship.
Can I reaction, or is this a surprise? What?
We're going to treat this as a surprise round, so you may not react to this. First hit deals 2 points of shield damage,
Oh.
and the second hit deals 7 points of shield damage.
Okay, so that's 9, so we are at 11 shield points currently.
You're at 11 currently.
Except I can't edit the doc.
You can't edit it?
No, so I'm gonna do it manually, but if you could, I'm gonna request edit access.
It should be.
You not allowing the pilot to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly give that access because
Thank
that's important. And I don't know why you don't have it already. There you go.
Thank you.
So you get that. And we're gonna switch over to Owlbear.
Yes.
You cheeky, we're at 11. I might have
You're at
misspoken.
11. No, you're correct. I just, I heard 11 and that's the amount that I took off because I wasn't paying attention. So here you are in the Inalosin Nebula. Does everybody have Owlbear open?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So pretty.
You take a look outside of your ship. Again, your sensors are showing an extraordinary number of ships. Your comms are going off. You have not replied to anybody. You haven't opened any frequencies yet. You haven't opened any of these call requests.
Are these druids nice? Are these druids nice?
You might want to refresh your pages.
Oh
Oh.
my god. What have we jumped into?
You have
On
jumped
edge.
into... Those shots were not meant for your ship. That is ambient fire in the middle
we're
of one of the
trying
most chaotic space battles you've ever experienced, any of you.
Sweet Jesus.
There are Githyanki ships, and these ones don't look cobbled together and they don't look remote piloted. These look like battleships. Cruising through space. There is the lug spewing forth the fighter ships known as the luglings, with the bullywug fighters inside. There are bounty hunter ships engaging with those and seeming to be firing around. There is an enormous spire-like ship that none of you recognize immediately off the top of your eye. There are Slipwreck Mining Group battleships out here, which, I'm just going to repeat that, there's a mining group, and they have warships in space here. There is something out there which does not reflect light in the same way as these metallic ships, and is not instantly recognizable to you on the camera that you have mounted outside your ship. And way out in the distance, there is a ship that looks like a Slipwreck mining group ship that has no name associated with it, as well as a Dawn Starships Incorporated modified cruise vessel that is nearby to you. So,
Which one is that one?
that is the canvas.
The canvas. Alrighty. What the fuck are they doing there?
So, here's the situation. You can see that chaos is going around. There's laser fire, ships in the middle of firefights, chaos everywhere. You haven't opened your comms, right? You can see on your sensor that something crazy is going on. And you have jumped into this space and are in the middle of something obviously other than you going on. Here is my proposal to all of you. As I will turn it over to you after this, but here's what I'm going to say. There is an opportunity here. Oh, everybody's nameplate is wrong. I'm going to fix that.
I'm so called blue.
Opportunity to switch characters.
Blah. Opportunity to switch characters. Right. Put that there. And Dendro. Managing all of the streaming thing is hard. So here's my thing to you. There's a lot going on here. And the danger is extreme. I managed to deal 9 points of damage to your shields from ambient fire. Nobody is attacking you directly. On a 17 on a luck check. Okay? So the danger is extreme. However, there are opportunities here from the various factions in play, depending on who you talk to on your comms or whose ship you board, for you to learn an awful lot and potentially to significantly progress your personal arcs and the arcs of this campaign as a whole. What you decide to do is up to you. I'm going to get somebody to roll initiative, everybody to roll initiative, and for somebody to roll initiative for the ship, and then you can decide what you do as a group, and I will leave it in your hands.
I'll roll for the ship.
So everybody roll initiative. Susie's rolling for the ship.
I rolled a 2.
Plus your dex.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes it 6.
6. Fantastic.
I rolled a 9.
A 9 for Piuwhgieawrg.
21 for the ship.
21!
Go ship!
Oh my god!
Okay, please.
That's really important.
What am I rolling here? Let's see.
I got a nat 20, so I redeemed myself from last session, so that is a 24.
Balance, baby.
That's amazing.
16 for Suzie.
16 for Suzie. Okay. Now, you guys can discuss what you want to do. The arrow is first to act. So the first thing that happens is that the shields regenerate by 6.
Okay, I will change that.
You change that.
We're at
And
17.
then I'm going to ask somebody to roll a luck check for ambient fire, because that happens at the beginning of each of your turns.
What?
I can do that. Or does someone else want to do? Because I rolled last time.
I'll roll this one.
Alrighty.
Okay.
I'll
the
roll
next
this
one.
one.
Dendro, please.
Good.
Save us, Syndrome.
Got an 11.
Okay. Let's have a look at what happens on an 11.
Nothing.
Okay. That's gonna miss. That's gonna miss. These are going to hit, and you do have reactions up for these if you'd like.
Goodness.
Oh, and one more. That's also gonna hit. So 2 of these are from fighters, and one of these is is an ambient shot from a bounty hunter ship that missed its target. So the first one is going to be 2 points of damage to the shields. The second one is going to be 2 points of damage to the shields.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge the last one.
Okay. That's a good call, because the last one... Oh my god. Deals 16 halved to 8 points of damage to the shields.
So 12 points of damage in total. We're at 5 hit points. Or
For your
5
shield.
shield points.
I don't know how much that went through, Zoom.
It
all
went through.
Oh, it all did.
Don't belong
No.
here.
That being said, you are where you are on the map. You can make whatever actions you wish. The order in which you go begins with Ravenall.
Well, regenerate shields. It's just like smashing buttons. Like, oh my god.
100%. So you go to regenerate shields. Make an athletics or investigation check.
I will make an investigation check. 'Cause I am proficient in that.
DC's 10.
Nice.
14.
14 makes it. So go ahead and roll a d6, I believe.
How many shield die do I get?
You can roll 1 shield die.
But don't I have only a set amount to use
You have 4 in total.
for?
So you're using 1 now.
Yeah. And that is 4.
So you regenerate 4 shield points
Alright.
immediately. That's your action. How is Ravenall feeling as the ship is rocked with laser fire from heavy batteries?
Well, slightly guilty. She got people in this situation.
You
But
don't
also,
know
I
that.
I think deep down, like gut feeling like maybe this wasn't the right course of action. Well, I don't think she's bothered that much because I would say she's kind of not floating, but she's not actually like on the ground or actually holding anything that would make her move. I think she's a bit disorientated because it's like a still object with things moving around her. It's a bit like, whoa. And a bit like as well, like, where's Tilly? Where's Tilly? Where's like smashing buttons like, where's the goblin?
Tilly is with you. Tilly is there.
Does Tilly get a turn?
You know what? Tilly absolutely gets a turn. Tilly is after Suzie in the initiative.
Respect the hustle, lads.
Absolutely. Tilly will have a go. Fantastic. So that is Ravenall's turn. And Tilly sort of says to you, is this normal?
I don't know yet.
Okay. Suzie,
Yes.
it's normal?
Sometimes.
Okay. Okay. Suzie, that is going to be your turn next.
Alrighty. I'm going to, let me just see here. Okay, I'm gonna yell over to, Piuwhgieawrg. I'm gonna say, Piuwhgieawrg, can you open up that, that hailing signal from, the damsel, please? And ask if we can board. Say this is, Suzie
Can I join your club by my damsel in distress?
I don't know what you said, but it seemed there was a pun in there. Whatever it is, just open up with the damsel, tell them we're in distress. I think that's what you said, I don't know. Say it's Suzie Coyne in a new ship asking if we can board, please.
It's not my turn yet, so.
So, I am going to
Yes.
action. I am going to... Do I need to turn if I go down there, or can I, like, pew?
Which way are you going?
I want to go towards the damsel.
You do. You need to spend 50 feet of movement to turn up to 90 degrees.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. So, and then I have 150 feet left. And then I'm going to dash as my action, and then I am going to skim the surface. As a bonus action, you can expend a power dice and attempt to fly through the space of a hostile ship.
Yep.
Roll the die, taste the result, and multiply it by 50. Your ship's flying speed increases by that amount until the end of your turn. I'm actually going to do that first. So
Yes.
this changes. Additionally, moving through a hostile ship space does not count as hostile terrain for this turn.
Fantastic. I've marked off that power die. Go ahead and
Thank
roll the
you, babe.
d4.
That's another 100 feet, and that applies to my movement speed and my
Yes.
dashing rate.
Fantastic.
So I
you
should be able to
can
get
go-
there, because it's about 55 feet from my beginning point.
Oops, I clicked the wrong button. So you should be able to go. What is that? 125 plus an additional
So-
30. Yeah. So just for the sake of this. Yeah, so you're just trying to get alongside the damsel?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Move you alongside the damsel.
Thank you.
Not at all. Yeah, you hit thrusters and sort of burn through the reroute power from the ship in order to increase the amount of speed that you can make, and you just book it
Yeah.
for the damsel. Absolutely. Brilliant. Billy is going to have a turn. Billy's like, here, maybe if I double up on what you just did. Oh, no, looks like that function's not working. Okay. Is there anything? Hey, maybe I can boost the shields. Gonna make an athletics check. Absolutely makes that. So basically, rolls a shield die without expending it, and you get temporary shield points equal to the result. So you get 1 temporary shield point until the start of your ship's next turn.
Okay. I'll mark that off.
And then it comes to Piuwhgieawrg's turn.
Okay, so I want to impress the damsel. How I've always wanted to live out my fantasies. I'm so sorry. I didn't have to make that joke.
I think a lot
Throw
of
me off.
people understand.
Okay, I want to impress people. Hello, Mayday, this is Angle Golf 8199. What's that bit of the Incredibles? India Golf 999er. We seek refuge. We are a ship that's just randomly appeared in what seems to be a war, which we don't want to be in. Can we seek refuge in your ship, please? Over.
Tell him it's Suzie Coyne.
It's Suzie Coyne. Over.
So, you open up communications. Go ahead and give me a do you have proficiency in persuasion?
I do.
So you're adding your proficiency to this roll and nothing else because the ship has a base 10 charisma.
Yeah. It bonked out of. Oh, God's sake. That's a 10 in total.
Okay. So, you open up the comms and start yelling, and you hear talking from the other side because you've opened communication with somebody who was actively trying to talk to you, and there's a lot of overlap where nobody can understand what the other person is saying. And you saying, over, it's Suzie Coyne, and there's like a pause, and the person on the other end of the line it says, I'm reading that you're Suzie Coyne. You're the Phoenix. Not sure what ship that is, but you're Suzie Coyne. Confirm.
Suzie!
Confirm.
Excellent. What can we do you for, Phoenix?
Can we board? Sorry.
Can we board, please?
Cannot lower shields to allow you to board. Apologies. In the middle of a crazy firefight, here's the rundown. We started a coordinated effort to ambush the lug and claim that bounty and split it between some of the top rankers. Some people appeared out of fucking nowhere. Ship registered as the pathogen and several Githyanki warships after them. We can't gate out. Repeat, we cannot gate out. They have some kind of frequency up which is jamming our gates. A kind of spell jammer, if you will.
You mean we can't leave?
None of us can leave. Githyanki flagship keeping us here. Over.
Oh, those bastards. What do?
I have a plan of action.
We have a plan of action. Wait, does somebody over there have a plan of action?
I have a plan of action.
Do you, Dendro? Do you?
We sneak onto the lug, we take it over, and we use the lug to destroy the Githyanki flagship.
Listen, we have a plan. We're gonna keep attacking the lug, and we're gonna get on board, right? We're gonna take control of this massive ship, and then we're gonna attack the Githyanki flagship and destroy it with it.
That's what
Dendro.
I said.
Right.
Good to meet
So-
you. Through the Phoenix.
Can we join you? Can we help?
You absolutely can help. We appreciate it. Name's Tina Dane Rind. Tactician
Hello,
aboard the
Tina.
Damsel.
Let's hopefully we don't end up rolling down the river. I'm not
Gotta get
sorry.
back to- And you shouldn't be.
Right. I feel like that's my turn.
That's your turn. Next up in the initiative order is Dendro. Now, Dendro, before you take your turn, everybody hears something in their minds.
Ow.
No.
Everybody hears something in their minds. Rovinal can make an Arcana check if you would like, or a History check.
Can I do that as well? Because I'm proficient in
You
Arcana.
may not in this circumstance.
Fuck.
Okay, I'm not proficient in any of it, so let's just 16.
Oh.
You recognize this presence in your mind.
What?
A voice comes through in each of your minds saying, our survival is mutual. Destroy the Githyanki flagship that's keeping us here. We can all get away and survive. Help us to survive. Kieran,
Yo.
just sent you something.
Oh, I mean,
You want to share with the class? I'm kidding, it's fine.
It's your turn.
So what's the plan, guys?
Don't listen to it.
No, let's not listen to it. But what about what the
Why not?
damsel said? We're
It
gonna...
will try and shove its hands in your mouth.
What?
I explained what happened on the ship after I came back.
You
Oh, okay,
did
okay.
not. You specifically, I asked you specifically if you did or not,
Oh,
and you
no.
said you didn't.
Oh no.
So we just have
It'll-
that sentence with
it'll-
no
That
context.
sentence with no context.
People, what kind of parties have you been to?
Well, yeah, they should have already bought me dinner first, but
Wow, just one?
drink.
Well, I don't
When
want
she's like-
that.
she's like,
Tilly looks at Ravenall like, what?
and then I think
We're going to cross that bridge later, but for the time being, we just need to know what we're going to do now.
I mean, can I start shooting my gun?
You-
Susie's gun, the ship's gun.
it's
Yeah.
Dendro's gun now.
You may.
Like, are we gonna join in and help take over the lug?
Well, I guess we don't have a choice, do we?
I mean, if he said we can't gate, I guess that we don't, and that is enough for me. Bang, 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 bang.
I imagine like it's like an action movie, like close up is. That's enough for me, and then
Yeah.
Then John Williams score.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, like that.
That was very Jurassic Park and not anything else.
Not anything.
That was just the intro score to Jurassic Park.
That is a very different Jurassic Park film.
I don't
It's a
remember
massive
that
gun.
bit.
Guys, Twitch will take us down for our no perfect Jurassic Park song.
I just was so focused on John Williams. And then I thought, oh, Spielberg. And then I was like, oh, my mic is really loud.
It's
Okay.
really loud.
I'm so sorry. It
It's
never
okay.
knows what it wants to do. Right, okay.
Oh, that's instantly so much better. I
literally turned down the gain. That's all I did.
fantastic. It was just that it was so uneven with everybody else's mic. That's the only reason I mentioned it.
As an audio producer, I should know this.
Beautiful. So, Dendro, you are within normal firing range of the lug itself. There are many, many fighters. You're on guns. You're not necessarily on sensors, so you can give me. But you're in the ship's computer, so give me a. I'm gonna say give me a scan check, which is gonna be a perception check using the ship's wisdom. And if you have proficiency in perception, you can add that.
Do
So it's a +1 normally.
Where's my character sheet? There it is. Just looking. So I do not have proficiency in perception.
You get +1 to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be an 8.
An 8. Fantastic. Take your turn as normal. No
Okay.
additional information.
Do I shoot? Ooh, no, we want to get onto the lug. So I'm going to go for one of the little zoomies
Fantastic. You're gonna
in
go for one
between
of the
us
little
and the lug.
fighters?
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
So this is also a +1 for a 17.
17 absolutely is gonna hit.
What type of damage is it?
What type of damage are you?
Damage die.
Oh, I see. You were dealing 1d8 of damage
1d8.
-1.
Mm-hmm. And the d8s are this one. Yes. That would be a 6 with a -1. 7 -1, 6.
6. You do a tremendous amount of damage to that fighter, which was already hurt, and boom, completely destroy it.
We got one.
Damsel comes in. Nice shot, Phoenix. Nice shot.
Stop stealing my plan. And then that's it.
Okay. So the damsel opens fire on these ships, and basically makes their way to the lug, destroying 4 fighters on her way. The damsel is the top bounty hunter vehicle. It is loaded with cannonry, and you see like an array of torpedoes just even as the ship sort of like spins, shooting like heavy laser fire through the impeding fighters, and is making its way to the lug. It seems to be trying to maneuver itself against the lug.
Susie, where's the button I pressed to do that?
The button that gives you years of experience and
Where's
bigger
that?
ship. I'm afraid I don't have the button for that.
I'm not seeing it. I'm not.
That, my friends, is Beatrice the Brute's ship.
Ooh.
Strap in, folks.
She like us?
Doesn't have anything against us.
That's a good sign.
Going through the initiative order, those hailing frequencies are just continually active on the comms station. One of them blinks brighter because it has been boosted to a higher frequency, which means the person who is broadcasting is changing frequencies so as to not be overheard.
Ooh.
That
Secret
frequency
talks.
is coming from an unknown fighter class vessel. It does not have a name. So that is what happens there. The lug. The lug takes its turn.
Great session, guys.
The lug takes its turn and deploys around 8 additional fighters,
Oh, why?
which start firing on the damsel, and the lug itself is not facing towards the damsel, is opening fire on the wyvern and the tiff, who are also within range. And some of those are going off and, you know, sort of hitting Githyanki ships, hitting Slipwreck Mining Group ships. It's a wild firefight. Everybody's sort of hitting everybody, but that's sort of where those shots are lining up to go. Everybody's firing everything, hailing frequencies. You're not in communication with most of them, and we get back to the arrow's turn. So, again, the arrow is going to regenerate 6 shield points,
On it.
and is going to you are going to keep that temp until the end of this luck check and ambient damage.
Gotcha.
Which is really good. So, who wants to be the one who rolled the D20 luck roll for the ambient damage this time?
Suzie said she would do
My
it.
turn.
Absolutely.
7.
Oh my god.
Okay. That's
We're dead.
interesting.
No, it's not.
We're dead.
2 of those are misses, 2 of those are hits. And you basically are going to get hit with 4 rounds of fighter fire, and one of the battleships from the other side of the map is going to offload, but that's going to be a saving throw. So these first 2 instances of damage are going to be 2 and 4 for a total of 6, bringing you down to 10 shield points.
Okay, so you said that is that all of the ones that are attacks
Those are
specifically?
Those are attacks.
Okay.
So you can use your reaction if you would like on one of those.
I'm not going to.
Fantastic. Then I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. And what are we down to now?
10 shield points.
Dex save. Using the ship.
And that burns through that temp.
And it's proficiency
It is proficient.
in dex saves. So that's going to be a mathery. What's his proficiency?
The ship's proficiency?
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of... It's going to be +3.
+3?
Yeah.
Okay. So, +7 in total. Okay, 6 + 7. That is 11. No, it is not. That is
13.
13. I'm going to... Let me know if that is a fail or a success.
1 second. I'm just going to double check here.
I'm also going to roll to see if we got any power dice back.
Yes.
1 and 2 is 1, 2 and 3 is 4. Or 2 rather. 3, so we got 1 back. Which I may be about to use.
Okay. This DC is 14.
All right, so I'm gonna spend a power dice for break the lock. When the ship fails a strength, dex, or constitution saving throw is a reaction, I can expend a power dice to attempt to recover. Roll the die and add the result to the saving throw.
So you're guaranteed to make this save.
Yeah.
But expend that power die. You make the save, so you're only going to take half damage.
Okay.
And the damage is going to be... I'm having a hard time reading my own notes, which is always great.
That's multiple dice.
Oh.
Doesn't sound good.
23 halved to 11.
Okay, do we still have that temp?
It burned through your temp. The previous
The
damage.
previous ones. So, shields are out.
So shields are fully out.
Okay. Did that go over and take out one of our...
No. That depletes... Actually, yes, it does take one of your hull points out.
Okay. So we're at 9 hull points, folks.
Your shields are done until you can get a refitting. So you are metal in space.
Yeah.
At this time.
It's the best thing to be.
As the ship is just a laser that fully encompasses the width of your ship passes over it and depletes all of your shields.
We shouldn't be here.
Very dangerous to be here. Starting at the
Get off
top,
the ship.
Ravenall, you are on the technician deployment. However, you may no longer take those actions because you do not have shield points. You are near to the gunning station, and you are near to the engine room. If you would like to switch over to engineer or gunner deployment. Or if there is something else you would like to do. Again, you can technically access communications from this station of the ship as well if you would like to take any calls.
I'll take engines.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Taking engines. So you are in the mechanic position.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Good shout over to Suzie. Speed or weapons?
Speed, please.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Boost the engines.
Fantastic. Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
I'm not proficient in.
DC is 12.
Poor little booze in there.
That is a 19.
Woo! Fantastic. Your base speed is increased by 50 until the end of your next turn.
We.
So yeah, Ravenall, the controls spark in front of you, and that little Star Trek-like explosion under one of the control panels, a little puff of smoke, and you quickly fly over to the engines, and go and just like go, speed of weapons, speed, vroom!
Here we go.
Bless you, darling.
Tilly is going to make a patch check. And it rolls with disadvantage, does not matter. Tilly depletes one of the ship's hull dice in order to replenish the current HP back up to max, which is 10.
Okay.
Tilly's like, and goes and like puts a patch on like a hole in the ship.
Oh, bless you, darling.
And like does a little mending to like fuse it in place and be like, okay, and goes and grabs some more scrap metal and just like does that as little holes start just running around. I feels like I'm in danger.
Oh, sweetheart, we got you. We got you. You're helping. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Okay. Thank you.
And Porky is just standing behind Tilly, just giving a look of, sweet, no, we can't lie to her.
We do have. God.
I'm in danger.
I need an adult.
Sweet baby girl.
It is at this time we get to welcome Neil.
Ow, ow.
Ow.
Hey.
Neil.
Oh,
Ew.
Fringe, hello.
Hello. No,
Hello.
You're not connected to the audio.
I am.
Yes.
Just the wrong audio.
Oh,
There you go.
nice display for your books.
Mm.
Oh, right. Yes.
You blew them out immediately, but it looked really nice.
There you go.
Ooh,
Ro, where have you been? We're in the shit.
Ah, good. I didn't get a shit. All right, cool. All right. Thingy radio.
So,
What's happening?
oh,
Ooh.
wow,
Moody.
dark brooding.
If you could make a facial expression a title.
You do it better. Amazing. So, Neil, first off, how are you?
All good. All good.
Amazing.
Just a very small child, very resistant on falling asleep.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yep,
all
yep,
good.
yep. Welcome to the game.
Thought you were gonna say welcome to hell.
Welcome to hell.
Welcome to hell.
We're
at this rate.
all done.
The owlbear link is just under the Zoom
Yeah.
link in the chat.
Ooh. Pew pew
Yeah.
pew.
A little bit.
Things are popping off. So here's the situation. You guys landed yourselves in the middle of one of the most chaotic wildfire fights ever.
Right.
There are
Yep.
factions present from all across the galaxy.
That's what a natural one gets you.
That's what a natural one gets you. You are taking ambient fire from people just missing and firing at one
Yeah.
another throughout, which has already taken out your shields
Ooh.
at this time in
Okay.
combat. You have hailing frequencies pending from many of the ships here, and can pick up many more on your sensors. These guys have communicated with the Damsel, which is the ship belonging to Beatrice the Brute, the top bounty hunter in the Bounty Hunters Guild, who is willing to work with you guys, and has told you that you cannot gate out of here because there is a Githyanki flagship deploying some technology that has never been seen before in the Ignaculus galaxy, which prevents the use of gate circuits to teleport. Technology like this, for context, would fundamentally change the way space battles are conducted forever.
Right.
Has never been seen before by any people in Ignaculus before, is being deployed here, and you have heard a psychic message in all of your minds saying, we have to destroy the Githyanki flagship so that we can survive.
Right. Gotcha. Someone's let off a nuke.
The plan currently is to board the Lug, so the ship belonging to the Bullywugs that you got into a fight with in the first session,
The best plan.
take their ship, and use
Right.
it to destroy the
Right.
Githyanki flagship. That's the current plan.
Okay. All right. Sounds
Well,
easy.
welcome. Would you like to roll initiative to see where amongst the crew your turn will fall on the arrow's turn in combat?
Rubbish. 9 in total.
9 in total. Fantastic. So you go at the same time as Piuwhgieawrg.
York.
Fantastic. And actually, sort of in those first couple rounds, you have not necessarily participated, but you arrive into our game, into the session this evening, and your dad talks in your mind and says, "Son, your friend Piuwhgieawrg the Cagrian shouted out a list of names on their hailing frequency just now. Would you mind, on my behalf, asking them to repeat what they said?"
Okay. Yeah, Piuwhgieawrg. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch what you exactly said when you with that list of names.
It was a very long bathroom break, bro.
I do apologise.
Oh, he's not done one of them again, has he? It took
Yeah,
2 days before we could go in there after that.
it was the wrong type of cider.
Oh.
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 I just want to say for stream, the reason I disappeared is because I bonked my dice and I lost my coin. And then turns out, I was like going all over the floor. I looked very great, like just flashing my torchlight everywhere. And then turns out it just went behind the books and it was here all along. So, so I feel very silly. Right, well, Ro, we have. Are you ready? Do you need to take down notes?
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, we have the canvas, the lug, the pathogen, the unknown fighter, the shipwrecked mining group battleship. There are 4 of those, very spooky. Bounty hunter ships, the tiff, the wyvern, or the wyvern. I never learned how to pronounce that. It's always one of
It's
those
pronounced
things where
different ways in different places.
It's one of those things where like you read it a lot and you don't. I never really thought about how to pronounce it out loud. Anyway, we've got that and the damsel.
Is
Got
it?
that, Dad?
Yes, I did get that. Any chance that you can quickly run over to the sensors and just give me get a good look at the battlefield and just confirm some stuff for me? Essentially, your father's asking you to take the operator role on the ship.
Of course, Dad. That seems completely reasonable.
Thank you very kindly.
You surprised me with everything. I just didn't think that you knew all this stuff.
Oh, I don't know a single thing, my son. Just
right.
wanting to get a better idea of what's going on there
Right.
from inside this shovel.
Fair enough.
Spade,
Yeah,
shiver my
right.
cockerwinkles, but I'd like to have eyes again.
Aye, that's right. That's right. It's right, Pops.
Fantastic. We come to the arrow's turn. Ravenall has just boosted the engines. And Suzie, that is your turn.
So I was on sensors before. Did I see the unknown fighter?
You see an unaffiliated fighter vessel. These are big ships that are here. Okay? These are big. You see in the bottom right-hand corner of the map is an unmarked tiny vessel. Small.
Tiny. Even smaller than us?
It has room for a cockpit. And that is it.
Okay.
There is something that you notice on the scanners. What the scanners bring back to you in this moment about the unknown fighter is that this is the smallest vessel you have ever seen with a gate circuit.
Ooh.
Seems to be hanging out just outside of the main firefight.
Cool. On my turn,
Yes.
are we still patched through to the damsel?
Yeah, you can still be patched through.
Can I just yell, shields are down, we may have to back out of this one.
Okay, if you can, go for it.
All right. And then I'm gonna ask Porgy. Porgy, is anyone unknown fighter? What are they doing on the comms?
The highest frequency. The person who is
They're like,
changing it.
they're like,
All right. Can you open that up, please?
I'm gonna say I don't mind about turn order for the purpose of communications. Go ahead and you can open that up if you like.
Hello, who the fuck is this?
Confirm captain of the Phoenix.
Confirm.
Confirm identity, captain of the Phoenix.
Who the fuck are you? Do I recognize a voice?
Warforged voice.
Don't tell him what he wants. Don't tell him what he wants.
Cronian Warforged voice. Piuwhgieawrg, you recognize this voice as well. This
oh no.
This is what the voice of the Warforged sounded like after its eyes had gone green. When
No, Josh, you can't make Porgy do this. You can't do this. You can't do this to them.
there was the normal speaking voice, and then it dropped several octaves and seemed layered. And that is what you are hearing over the comms.
Suzie.
Yep,
That.
yep.
John.
Identity confirmed. Suzie Coyne.
Yep. I'm gonna move real fast.
Blast him. Let's
I'm
blast him.
I'm gonna,
Suzie Pound. That's her name.
I'm going to try and I know I can't gate out right now, but just try and get away from the battlefield if we have no shield.
If you can decide to just go as far as you can.
I'm just gonna go as far as I can. Is
What about the
plan.
lug and the damsel?
We are this close to death right now, and some of y'all don't come back. And I
Is
don't
there- I
really
don't-
want to
I
spend the
don't
next
know.
little
Is there-
while floating through space.
Is there a way to like dock on the lug, or is it the same as the damsel with the shields?
If their shields are still up, we're not going to be able to get on, I think.
You know about larger ships. The larger vessels that deploy fighters have one weakness. They have to open sections of their shields to deploy their fighters.
There's an in.
That is the known weakness of enormous sort of gargantuan class and large and gargantuan class vessels. Likely that's what the damsel's going for.
Just like, which one is safer? Can we get to the lug straight away and not keep getting shot,
So here are your options.
or can we get away and maybe be shot?
I'll give you you can try to go as far away from the battlefield as possible. You will minimize the chances of being hit by doing so. Or you can attempt to go into the lug, in which case you will your ship will no longer be subject to ambient fire. Those are your choices.
Captain Suzie.
I'm not up to my best fighting game right now, and the lug, its crew is of thousands.
How many's on the damsel?
Sorry?
How many are on the damsel?
How many crew members are on the
Yeah.
damsel? The last you heard, there were 2 members of the damsel's crew.
Oh, so a bloody army then.
Again, the most accomplished bounty hunters in the galaxy.
They're very effective. But if, say, we were playing a game or something, I would have disadvantage on all my physical checks right now. And I think I would fall into a category like a fighter type category, which is really based on that.
So
What if you
here's what,
stayed in the ship and blasted everything from the inside?
Can I do that?
in theory, there's nothing stopping you from doing that.
And the money, I heard bounty.
Yes.
Dendro, I don't want to die.
The
None of
money
us are gonna
would
die.
require we kill the entirety of the crew, and that does include children, just so you know. Which is why I didn't take this. We couldn't do this yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Over the comms, the damsel sort of comes in and goes, "Yeah, that's the sort of the the joint nature of this venture, we would be willing to offer you a cut of the total bounty if you help take down the lug.
No.
Carrie's Wi-Fi.
We've lost Carrie
is
again.
gone.
Frozen. Oh no.
No.
Can I just ask, would Ravenel know the voice as well of the Warforged?
Absolutely. Forgive me. It slipped my mind that you heard that same voice. You absolutely recognize the voice of the Warforged that killed you and assaulted Shesh
Cold.
over the comms.
Very good.
What goes?
Barry's still in engineering gone.
Tilly looks at you and goes, "What? What's going on?"
Oh, I didn't mean to move that.
We need to
Apologise.
not go anywhere near where that came from.
That voice was bad?
Yes.
Okay.
The voice
So-
in your head was bad. The voice from that ship was bad.
Oh,
This is not a good day.
do you know everything? Like, do you know everybody involved?
That statement sounds like a trap, knowing it's coming from a teenager. Oh, do you know everything?
No.
I know.
That's not what
I know.
Like,
I know.
do you know what we should do in this moment? Do you know what we should do?
No.
Teenager looking up to you, going like being very scared. It's like, oh, you know what's going on. You know. You must.
How
you must
tall
know
is
what to do.
Tilly?
Tilly's tiny. Tilly's like 2.5, 3 foot tall.
Oh, roughly the same height. That's not
Yeah.
too bad. Kind of like stops floating, gets on level, arms on shoulders.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure, but you need to promise me that if you hear that voice, you run somewhere else.
Okay. I promise.
The
Do whatever
voice
you say.
talk again.
No, we recognized, Daisy recognized that they would also know the voice of the Warforged because of their backstory as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, alrighty, we're hearing a lot of voices that don't sound good, apparently, and one of the ones that's given the directions that led people to go onto the lug is a thing that is apparently very bad that Ravenall may or may not have fucked or something. So we're gonna go. I'm making that executive call. We're gonna go.
Okay.
We have 250 base speed for the turn.
Yes.
We are going to go
Expend a
this
power.
way. We are going to head south.
Yep.
We're gonna expend a power. I'm gonna run.
Yep.
I'm gonna dash.
Yep.
And I'm gonna expend a power die.
Fantastic. Go ahead, roll the power die, see what you get.
Three.
This is
150 added to the base speed. So our base
It's
speed
400.
is 400 for the turn. 400 times 2 is 800. We are gonna move 800 fucking feet.
The fastest the arrow has ever gone. Insane. You end up well off the map.
Oh!
Just book it away from all these things. And I'll say you make it into one of these nebulous clouds as well. So what I'm going to say is those two things combined will add 8 to your luck checks for ambient damage going forward.
Okay.
Thank fuck for that.
You are not out of danger, but you are far less likely to be destroyed.
We zoom in.
Yep.
You
Got
guys
the zoomies.
feel the G-force.
Push back in the chair.
Yeah. Fantastic. You guys are going. That's Susie's turn. Tilly the hell does Tilly do? Tilly holds on for dear life. No, Tilly goes over to the comms and like switches off the one with the Warforged on it, turns that off, and basically goes like, is there anybody that we do want to talk to?
Should we tell the damsel?
We've already told the damsel that we're running.
I mean, I would say probably.
Can we like call the lug ugly as we leave?
Opens channel to the lug. Yeah, ugly.
I love it.
From the other side, in a language only Dendro can understand. It's like, what? What did I say? Kill him! They're running away! Kill him!
Shut it off, Tim.
Shut it off.
Train cannons! We don't have cannons? We're busy trying to get out of here alive? Fine! Leave him alone! Shut back! Communications. The line goes dead.
Dendro, if you got us murdered, I swear to God.
I'm going to kill you.
The rest of you just hear.
He's not very happy.
No, shit, you called him ugly.
Was I not supposed to?
Great kill.
Okay. Next up is Ro and Piuwhgieawrg. You can decide
Right.
between you who goes first.
I think Porgy would want to scan that ship that we yeeted ourselves away from.
The
Or
unknown
are we
fighter.
too far away? Yes.
You may absolutely scan that ship.
I've got proficiency in this. Am I allowed to change roles, or do I have to take a turn to do that?
Oh, I'm gonna say that's an operator thing. So, you're near enough to that station on the actual ship that you can absolutely just go over and hit scan.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. So go ahead and do that. You are a long way away, but you can still scan.
No,
So it's a +1
I
from
rolled
the
a
ship.
nat one.
Cool. You go over and hit a button to scan that ship. A little notification blips across your screen that just goes like with that little blinking underscore after it that just spells out in all caps error, and then the text goes red and code begins in uploading itself onto the ship.
No.
What did you do?
Ro. It is your turn.
Mm. My instincts is to kind of sort of go and sort of. I'm not 100% sure what to be doing on this,
Yeah.
but I'll go. First thing I'll say before I make a decision is go. Right, Dad. Is anything else you want me to do?
You're perfect, my boy. You've done everything. It's amazing.
Bro, does your dad know anything about hackers?
I
You-
am
I
seeing something really interesting. Obviously, the most important thing is that we don't die. But if
Yes,
you
quite
want
important.
to send
You've
a
already done-
healing
yeah.
frequency to that Slipwreck mining group ship, that would be great.
All right. Do you know them?
I'm gonna level with you.
Right.
I might be able to help us out here, but I'm just gonna need you to
Right.
trust me.
Well, of course I trust you. You're my
There you
dad.
go. This is
All right.
just thick of
It's all right.
combat. Gonna have just do
Yeah.
things. You know what I mean?
I'll do that and say, "Do excuse me," and I'll hail them. Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm going to need you to. So you hear from this like, this is Slipwreck Mining Group Battleship number 2. Getting a hailing frequency from the Phoenix. It's requesting aid destroying the Githyanki flagship. You hear your dad say, "All right, if you could be so kind, my son, you're going to want to say these words. Ilabrim Itobakov Jaharazid.
I will repeat that.
Oh, wow, Ro, that accent is really spot on.
Yeah, it's just, it just comes from somewhere.
What the fuck did you just say?
There is a pause. There is like a patching you through. And the line, and you're on a different hailing frequency. And a voice comes through that is impossible to place, is genderless, accentless, and simply says, confirm identity, confirm date of death, Ilabrim Etobakov Cheharazid.
Does your dad know? Does your dad know?
Who's Ibrahim?
1 second.
Do any of us recognize the language or whatever the fuck it is that Rode just said?
Give me 1 sec. Your father says, it's like, again, repeat after me. Confirmed dead on Unan, year 3296.
How long ago was that?
That is 1404 years ago. Could you
I'll repeat it. I'll repeat it.
that?
Yeah.
Confirmed. Stand by for extraction. And the line goes dead.
What did they mean by extraction?
He's me dad. I trust him. I have no
Your
idea.
dad is fucking us over.
The Slipwreck Mining Group battleship comes back online. Confirmed orders. We are diverting. We are going ahead, and we're going to protect you as best we can. Over.
Right.
Well, I'm not going to complain about that.
Right, Dad? What? Eh?
I'll explain everything as soon as all of this is sorted out. Now, anybody who wants to do any checks. Sorry, bro. What do you want to do?
You've got someone there, haven't you, with you?
I'll confirm but yes, I've got someone here, and I wanted to keep it a surprise, but we've been working on, your mother especially has been working on trying to broaden the range of who we've been talking to. And
okay, that makes perfect sense
in this moment as a favor to us to keep you alive. You know what I'm saying?
All right, yeah, I get that. I completely understand that.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. That was my go.
I'm glad it makes sense to someone.
I'll just go. I'll make sure. Wait, there's me armor. I make sure I got my mage armor on. There's me extra life. All right, I'm all ready.
There were questions about anybody else hearing what was just said and what was going on just now.
I'm preparing a roll. Do I need to do a roll?
So here are your options, okay?
Yeah.
None of you recognize the specific words that were said. So you can try to glean some insight into Ro's dad, or you can try to glean some insight into the nature of what just happened, what happened like on the other side of this call, essentially.
I think for the moment, Porky would want to know the latter, not the former.
On the other side of the call. Fantastic. Yes. Go ahead and give me... I'm going to say, this is going to be weird, but I'm going to say this is an intelligence-based insight check. So, if you have proficiency in insight, add that, and your intelligence modifier to a d20.
That's a 21.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a...
Porky's a very emotionally intelligent little goat.
Incredible. That is a military... That's a battleship. That's not a mining thing. They've got mining stuff on the side. That's military. That raises questions in and of itself. A key keywords or a key phrase was passed to somebody in a military hierarchy who passed that up the chain of command based on a pre-existing understanding of what that code phrase means. Somebody else asked for confirmation of the source. Confirmation was given. Orders were relayed back to the battleships, and now the battleships are coming to help you. So essentially what happened was you managed to get in touch with the people who give these guys their orders.
So, what does your dad know about the military?
He's not my dad. He's got someone with him. Someone in the afterlife. He said he's going to explain later.
Oh, Rose dead. Rose dead.
Oh.
Rose dead.
Oh, and I'll say on that,
Was that what I missed whilst I was collecting my tea?
Yeah.
Piuwhgieawrg will also know on that check, no measure of a doubt. That year that was given refers to a year in the reign of the Asmaran Empire, and that date given was 1404 years ago. 1404 years ago was the date that was given as confirmation of identity.
Would I know the context of that date? As in, like, if they're asking about a death, could I make an educated guess as to what the death means to them?
Could you make an educated guess as to what the date means to them?
As in, like, why is it important to them that they need the confirmation of the death of this specific person
Sure.
1,404 years ago?
I think on a 21, I'm going to give this to you. The key the key phrase that is used, it's not a huge amount of extra information. The key phrase that is used is a name.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That name means something in this military hierarchy, and
Yeah.
the confirmation date is the date of that person's death.
Right.
What was the name?
What was that person's name again?
That name, and I will put this in the chat,
Thank you very much.
of course, Ilabrim Itopakov Chaharzid.
I will now do a Google search through all of the documents I have access to. I won't matter, I promise.
All good. All good.
Can I do a check on what I think about Rose, Papa?
Sure,
The former.
give me an insight check on Rose Dad.
Okay. I missed. Let's roll another one. Fuck me. So I add 5 to this roll, so that is a 6. You do the maths.
Fantastic. His dad's made contact with somebody who's just gotten you out of this bind. That's awesome.
That's fucking amazing. Rose dead. Rose dead. Rose dead.
So those are those checks. Fantastic. We call that Rose's turn, or any other checks that anybody wants to make in this moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
First of all, do I recognize that name?
You don't recognize the specific name. I am going to ask for the mother of all history checks. The DC is 20.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. New days. You can do it.
Oh, I can update. It is not anywhere in the bubbly bars we have.
You're correct, it is not.
18. So close.
The name is weird. You have met people with like sort of different naming conventions across cultures from multiple worlds. Seems to be that this name is comprised of etymological origins that are wildly different. Each name is wildly different from the last, which is weird. But you do not recognize this naming structure. Any check that either Ro or Ravenall would like to make.
Rose, I think, in a little bit of a shock. I mean, he's not going to know any of this,
Sure.
and anything what's going on. I still don't think he's in a position where he's doubting anything his father's saying. So I don't think I want to do an insight check because he's his dad. He's
Absolutely.
It's got no need to at the moment. That's not his rationale. Not in the current situation, which is quite adrenaline. I think he's still kind of taking in like, whoa, this is a space pal.
Glad one of us is enjoying it.
This is one of them space wars.
But yeah, this is space war. So I don't think there's kind of enough there for him to doubt.
Fantastic. I will just ask whether Ravenall has any checks in this case.
May I possibly do maybe an insight check on the voice that came through that was kind of ethereal, if it came from a person?
In your head?
Or if it was... Well, wait. Did we all hear...
Oh, you mean
like the genderless kind of...
Sure,
voice.
yes. Go ahead and give me... you're breaking down... Yeah, you can give me insight for this.
14?
14? You don't know. You know that some Fae do this trick where they want themselves to be like as neutral, as difficult to place as possible. So it's not like you haven't like heard of this trick being used before. The only thing you can assume is that this is a Fae overlay on someone's voice. Or a magical overlay on someone's voice, based on your experience. Like, somebody actually having that voice would be wild.
Sure.
And with that, shall we take a break for 15 minutes and come on back for the conclusion of this battle? Thank you one and all for watching. We'll be right back after this. Goodbye!
Bye.
And we're back. Welcome one and all to the continuing battle in space, the Enolosan Nebula. The arrow has gone into one of these gaseous clouds that one day will birth new stars.
God, the clouds are pregnant.
The clouds are pregnant.
It's so majestic.
Congratulations! When's it gonna shower?
Dendro.
Meteor swarm. Yo.
Yours is the last turn in the order of the crewmates. I've sent you something.
Oh. This helps me think. What can I shoot, Josh? What's the range?
The range on your cannon is 800 by and long range is 3,200. So that's 80 rather feet or 320 feet. The measuring tool. So everything is within your long range.
Yeah.
Not very much. Nothing is within your short range. Everything's within your long range.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are saying that unmarked ship is one of the reasons that we're up here, yeah?
So to clarify for everybody, you're asking whether the unmarked fighter is one of the reasons that we ran from the battlefield.
While we left planet, while we were going out, to find John.
Ah.
Well, it seems so. So, one, don't want to die, but two, I'd like to find John. So, and my parents. I keep forgetting about them, but we're not going to talk about that.
That seems, yeah, okay.
You need therapy to talk about that.
It's more a Carrie thing than a Porky thing. You know, that's what you call it.
Well, then we'll say Piuwhgieawrg has not forgotten about their parents.
So yes, can we try and what's the correct term for boink and try and crash them and then interrogate them, being like, "Oh, you fuckers, where is my husband?"
Ramming speed.
Ramming speed and pew pews.
We could also
I like that.
can also open up comms to them again and see what they're willing to say to get a feel.
Or we go on
if
the
we-
lug and we use the tractor beam, and then they
I
can't
feel
go
like
nowhere.
we're past that point.
It's only there.
If we go there, we're very likely to get shot.
What if we take this big ship with us?
I just want to point out, folks, if we ram into another ship, it's just as likely that we will die from that. Like, that's
we
where
don't have
our health
shields.
is right now.
Yeah.
Well, can we not just, turn it off and on again with the shields,
No, we gotta be on a space station, at a space station to refit the shield.
Well, what good is this technology then? I thought we were meant to be super sophisticated.
Compared to these fucks!
Is there
Suzie, you
no-
might know.
Is there no way of like beaming from one place to another?
The bigger ships, some of them have people on board who can cast teleportation spells to get onto other ships. Yeah.
Right. Can we
Suzie.
not do that? Yeah.
Yeah?
The bigger ships, say the ones with smaller fighter ships, would they have methods of fixing the smaller fighter ships? Say methods that we could use to fix our ship?
Theoretically, you know that the lug has remained in space for the duration of the time that it's been active, the last 5 years or so. As long as they had the parts and the bay, you remember at the Bounty Hunters Guild, they had a ship refitting center. The lug could have their own refitting center for their own fighters on board. It's possible.
I'm just saying.
A refit takes 8 hours for a small vessel.
Folks, I said I'd take Tilly to Ipia. This is not a fight we survive. Now, it looks like the unmarked fucker is following us, so we might be able to try and keep talking with them, but I want to get out of range of any of these big fucks.
I like Susie's plan.
So I can't shoot the unmarked one.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
See, now this is
Let's see. We're gonna
conflicting.
open up communications, and we're gonna see on that one.
Talk to him before I shoot him.
Josh, can I'll go.
Yes.
That shit that's gonna protect us.
Yes.
Is that like a really powerful ship?
We should get onto that ship. That will protect us for sure. Yeah.
Right, and that's a big ship.
It's a big ship. It's deployed fighters. We can get into that ship and we'll be safe.
Right, everyone. My dad says we go to what's the name of the ship?
That's the SMGB-1.
Right, the SMGB-1 on the map. We should go to get into that because they can fix us and they can protect us.
That's a good idea.
All due respect, Ro, I don't know your dad. I'm not prepared to do that in the middle of a fight. Maybe if they keep going with us for a while, we build up a little bit of a rapport, we're out of the range of the other guys, then maybe we can see about that, but I'm not gonna...
Why don't we ask them?
Yeah.
Susie, it sounded like they're kind of a military figure, so maybe they
No,
want to protect their citizens.
Are you gonna go on and go, hello, he's Ro here, and
Hello.
apparently you're gonna help protect us.
Yes, we've been given specific instructions to keep your vessel and your crew safe. If you would like, we have transportation aboard. We can start beaming people off the ship right now, or you can dock at your leisure.
The
They could beam us.
who are you?
This is the Slipwreck Mining Group, special combat vessel, designated mission to destroy the lug, now repurposed to saving you.
And
I mean-
you'll hear all of that.
My name's
Can we-
Lawrence, if that helps.
Hello, Lawrence. Hello, Lawrence.
Captain
Hello.
Lawrence.
All right.
Can we please before we do this, can we please try and contact the unmarked ship?
You do have an unmarked vessel, unmarked bogey, sort of following your location. Do you want that taken care of?
And you beam him on board,
We can capture the individual on board that ship.
like into a prison cell.
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's do that. I like that
No,
idea.
if you do that, if you could do that for us, I'd really appreciate it.
Copy that.
If they do that, we'll consider going on ship, but I want to get a little further away from this all before we get on it, just to give us a little bit of breathing room.
All right. Well, we can watch, can't we?
Yeah?
Copy that.
Dying. That's your kind of entertainment.
Well, it's all an adventure.
I'm much more of a
People-
soprano viewer myself.
People gotta die sometimes, don't they? Like my dad died, and he's all right. He's the other side.
And hopefully live again.
Hey, exactly. It's all right. It's all. I believe. I remember seeing a play once. I saw the Circle of Life.
Yes. Absolutely. With the
Penny
the-
dropped.
that was
all.
yeah. Very catchy, that one.
Right, should we?
Is he on board?
Cool. So that ends the arrow's turn. Everything sort of like moves around the battlefield. That battleship throws some of its fighters move into a position to further dampen the chances of you getting hit with ambient fire. So that is going to be a plus 12 to the roll. And you see the battleship unloads onto this fighter, strips its shields, and there is a pause, and then a torpedo hits that vessel and destroys it.
Stole my kill.
Did they get who was on board?
You can open communications with them. Oh yeah, it's their turn. Frugacy Hill is like, confirmed target, Cronian Warforged, captured on board.
Well, that was easy.
Feels too easy.
Yeah. Should we go say hello?
Let's go.
Let's go. Can you start beaming us all over, please?
Beam us up, Scotty.
I don't want to get
On our next turn, we can do that.
I don't want to get folks, I don't want to get beamed up. I'd rather dock. Because otherwise
Right.
we're leaving the Phoenix out in the middle of space to be destroyed.
That does make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Copy Fair enough. So there is only one more check for you until you before you are out of danger. We come back to the beginning of the arrow's turn. There's going to be a luck check for ambient damage. You're going to add 12 to this. Who wants to do the d20 roll?
Go on,
Who's
Rogue.
not-
You haven't done one
Yeah,
yet.
right.
Yeah.
Go on there. Yeah, hang on. Oh,
There we go.
okay, nice, go on.
Everyone gets their turn.
So D20 at 12, yeah?
Absolutely.
Roll. So 12 plus 12 is 24.
Beautiful. You see, one errant shot was going to make it your way. These fighters that are physically in between the majority of the battle and your ship, one of them takes it on their shield and is totally fine. You guys are able to continue cruising, and you are out of initiative. We are gonna leave Owl Bear behind.
Thank fuck for that.
As you guys just slower than light travel, fly away from this combat.
Heading towards the SMG.
And they follow you as you move away
yeah.
from the combat. Yeah. Fantastic. The first thing I'm going to do is reward everybody for surviving that combat with 6 experience points apiece.
Oh my god.
That's good.
That
The
puts, me on,
danger was so real.
that puts me on 11. That means I leveled, doesn't it?
On your next long rest, you level, yeah.
Yeah.
What level were you on, Ro?
2.
Oh, now you're with the big guys.
I level on my next
Yeah.
one too.
Nice.
I hit
I'm
11.
still a level 2.
You'll get there.
You will get there.
Everyone gets there at their own pace. I'm almost level 4.
And actually, for those of you who are at level 2, Ro and Ravenall, go ahead and get an additional 1 experience.
So that would put me on 2 XP for level 3 into 4, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so what the excess is halved, so you'll be at 1 experience when you get to level 3.
Halved, rounded
Right,
up, or
gotcha.
rounded down?
Rounded down.
Okay, so I
Rounded
would be
down,
at
okay.
0.
And you'll be at 0
Okay.
currently. Because the day, by the way, the day has just begun. You guys started off at like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. The first thing you did was get up and go, right, let's go to Ipia, and ended up in the middle of a firefight.
I haven't had my morning coffee yet.
All of this craziness goes down. Lawrence gets on the comms. The rest of those hailing frequencies disappear as you get further and further from this battlefield. Lawrence gets on the comms. Right, now that things have calmed down a little bit, lovely to sort of make contact with you all. I'm the captain of the SMGB-1, crew of the Phoenix. You can dock and come in one of the... basically, you're going to have to pull up alongside one of the fighter bays, and we will outfit it, like, because the fighters are smaller than your ship. So we're going to outfit it like an entrance, and then you can come aboard as you like. But we'll anchor you to the side of our ship.
Alrighty. How's that sound, everyone?
Well, it's your ship, so it's all right with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, we're here for your protection. We can talk about where you want to go once you're on board, but let's just make sure everybody's okay. See what we can do about those shield generators you lost.
Alright. We'll be right there. Thank you.
No problem. Lion goes dead. And you guys basically dock in this ship as you're moving. And your ship becomes fixed. You open up the doors, or anything you guys want to say to each other while this is happening in the wake of what just went down.
I want to be the one that talks to him. Or them, even. I don't actually know their gender.
Warforged,
Yes.
I mean? Alright.
But can I have someone with me for moral support?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, you could say, I was going to say I could go if you want.
And
Are we all going then?
I mean, if Ravenall
I don't
knows them,
mind.
I think it's good that Ravenall be there, and I'd like to be with Ravenall.
Right, I'll stay here.
We can all go.
We can all go.
Right, let's all go.
Yeah.
That's a lot of moral support, so that's good.
Well, we gotta talk to the people here, but we gotta be there. We gotta be there for Piuwhgieawrg.
Carrie and Piuwhgieawrg's heart just like swells.
After Suzie says, like, emotional stuff, you see her going, and throughout the ship there are weapon upon weapon that she's just picking up and putting on, so she's outfitted right now.
Yes.
Alright, we good? Oh, before we go, can we just check, that code that was being uploaded to the ship? Is that...
Oh, you wanna double check that?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a data check with the ship. Yes, an intelligence history
Oh,
check.
questions.
So you add +3 because of the ship's intelligence and your proficiency.
Alrighty, so +7 overall. So that's 18.
18, you have rogue code on your ship that has embedded itself and is running loops for firewall programs. Is resilient to your onboard firewalls. You have a piece of malware on your ship's computers right now.
All right. Well, that'll be a thing to deal with. Fabulous. I mean, can I try and get rid of it?
You want to try to get rid of it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, let's just make this. Do you have a hacker's kit?
No, I do not.
Then you are just going to roll an intelligence check.
Okie dokie.
Suzie, why does the screen say there are hot studs in our area?
Well, and I'll look at you and I'll give you a wink. Would you deny it? And I go back to
I
working.
thought Benvolio was your true love.
Work with everyone. Nothing goes. Nothing
Look,
happens.
it says Benvolio's within 8 miles.
Benvolio sent me 7 pictures.
Oh, Suzie, why are they all blurred?
That'll be 10. I got distracted from the blurry pictures.
That doesn't look like Benvolio.
Can I help? Can I
It's a
help with the
Photoshop
roll?
face of a half-elf on top of a ripped body.
Can I try and help with Susie's roll?
Go ahead and do it with advantage.
Okay, thank you.
Hey. Oh, cool. I don't need to do anything. Right.
No.
Just know.
Oh.
The other one was better. Then when I put the dice down, it flips over to 18, but I rolled a 4, so.
You try to click out of some of those pop-ups and accidentally click on a pop-up, and the malware could become so much more virulent immediately.
Okay, we might have to ask Captain Lawrence and his buddies
Oh,
to...
Suzie, isn't that your friend that performed the other day?
No,
Is
that's
that
not
what
real.
she looks like?
No, it's not.
Yasa. It's a bunch of like naked elves, but they're clearly like
Those
an
are
artist's
fake.
rendition. Yeah. Don't play this game if you're under 18.
Apparently, you can get your lasers enlarged.
All right, folks. Tilly, don't look.
Tilly is bright red.
I'm fucking bright red right now.
Suzie, this comet needs our help and money. We should help them.
Oh, it's a long lost prince from Ursuline.
We're actually related.
Cousin.
Looking to move 16 crates of Aborigine wine.
Oh, well, we can see about... All right, everyone, on ship.
Fantastic. You guys exit the ship and end up inside a deployment bay for fighters. And you see, this is the Slipwreck mining group sort of logo. And you see it's a spaceship deploying a laser onto a planet, sort of in the same, and with the outline of sort of a hammer around that image. And these guys are basically like, yeah, a planetary mining group. Why they are a military is unclear, but everybody seems to be very well trained. And there are maybe 20 soldiers who just 10 on either side that just salute as your bay doors open and you guys walk down the gangplank.
I curtsy to them.
They do
With
not
all my
respond.
weapons.
And at the end is a boom, 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 boom. What is a bugbear who says, right, I'm First Mate Greg, or Lieutenant Greg, if you prefer. Welcome aboard the SMGB-1. Can I get everybody's name, please?
Wait, I'm Ro.
Ro,
Piuwhgieawrg.
Ravenel.
Ravenall. Tilly goes, Tilly, great.
All right, are we doing this? Are we giving real names?
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah. Suzie?
Suzie, thank you. And
Dendro.
Dendro. Cheers. And who is the captain of the vessel?
That'd be me.
Fantastic. Hello, Suzie. Welcome aboard. Can I get you any refreshments? And does anybody need healing? Anybody injured during that conflict? This is sort of a 6.5-foot tall, orcish, sort of lanky, long-armed race. Bugbears are sort of furred, sort of semi-bestial, known as a monstrous race, but seems to be a person in uniform.
Piuwhgieawrg is like, okay.
Remember why we're here.
2 campaigns in a row where people fuck bugbears.
Oh no.
Okay. Anyway, well, if there is a priority list, obviously I'll go last because I'm really fine. But I do have a broken rib. If
Broken ribs. Oh, well, that didn't sound too good. Comes over to you, says, "May I?" It sort of seems to be offering to like inspect your
yes.
injuries.
Yes, please.
So
Yeah,
what is your charisma score? Just give me your actual charisma ability score.
it's 17.
So Piuwhgieawrg is handsome and ripped.
Fuck yeah.
As their character art would suggest. And see Greg sort of like puts a little bit of pressure on your ribs. It's like, does that hurt there when I press like that?
No.
How about here? Sort of looks in your eye as hands begin to move on your chest.
Carrie is so fucking useless with flirting. It aches a little bit there.
Gotcha. Do I have your permission to apply magic
Yes!
healing? Lays on hands for 20 points.
Dang! Okay, great.
Which I believe brings you to
10.
10 left.
10 left, yeah.
Fantastic. Sort of applies. All right. We'll see about getting the rest of that looked at.
I'm a married man.
Absolutely. Sure. Great.
I think what Piuwhgieawrg here means to say is that we are looking for your husband. And
Yes!
the person
Sure.
you portaled on board might have some information in regards to that. So we really appreciate your help with this.
Dude, of course. Whenever you want to go and talk to that person, you're more than welcome to. Piuwhgieawrg, seems like those ribs are still not quite fixed up. Anytime later tonight, I'll sort of like recharge on that lay on hands ability. You want to come round my quarters at any point, I'll be able to finish that off.
If you have some juice left over, I might need some healing myself.
Sure, we'll get some people on that.
All right. All right.
Oh, God.
Look at this!
I think he pretty much explicitly turned me also coming to the quarters down. I think is what just happened. So, have fun. Don't worry, he's not my type. I don't know what your setup is with John. All right, so we got a little bit of malware on board. Do we have anyone here who would be able to sort that out?
We will get all of that sorted. Absolutely, not a problem.
Thank you so much.
No worries at all.
Greg, was it?
That's me.
Greg, lovely to meet you. So, our mission is, besides the one I just told you about, classified. We were wondering, what is it that you can tell us about your mission that brought you here?
We received instructions from the captain received instructions from our superior to protect you and your vessel. Made that top priority, and that's why we're here.
Alrighty. Can you reveal anything about who your superior is?
Maybe you wanted to talk to the captain.
I think that would be wonderful, thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate all the help, Greg.
Not at all. Which first? Captain, brig, refreshments, dinner? It's the morning, but you know what I mean. Time is wiggy in space.
Can we get, like, something... Do you want hot chocolate? Can we get Tilly some hot chocolate?
We absolutely can get hot chocolate. Somebody break into our reserves and get that hot chocolate. You guys are led through this sort of hangar bay area and towards some more sort of rooms. You can see this is a multi-tier. This is a large ship. There goes on for a long way. So there are going to be multiple decks, living quarters, dining quarters, brig is a whole different area. Any of this stuff, anything that anybody would like to do as you guys are taking in that direction?
I'm going to turn around. Bear with me, this might sound a bit weird. I'm going to turn around and go, did anyone else see that big spider?
Excuse me?
Did anyone else see that big spider?
Big spider, eh?
I might
No.
have.
It was big, massive. It was like about that big.
Whereabouts was it?
It was just as we were going down that corridor.
What?
It was just over there.
You think there's a giant spider on board?
I'm sure I saw a spider just now.
How
Oh.
big is big? Like
I don't
dinner
know,
plate
but-
big?
No, bigger. It's like, I don't know, about 2 foot.
I thought I
Dinner
saw it too, but it disappeared
About
right
2
away.
foot, about 2 foot across.
Yeah, I thought I saw it too, but it disappeared right away, almost like
I need,
phased out.
since multiple people are doing this, can I get Ro to make a deception check with advantage?
Not deception. It's not deception. I will message you. It says not deception.
Okay.
There is a reason for this. Go roll with it.
Okay.
Susie's just lying then.
Susie's fully lying.
She thinks that Ro is lying
Yeah.
and she's backing.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Sort of Lieutenant goes, oh, interesting. Okay. Lieutenant goes, all right. Couple of these guys. It's like split up, start looking across the ship, contact main deck, get them to run another scan of the ship. I'm certain why did we not catch this?
It was big.
Okay. Ro, I'm gonna need you to describe if you're doing something here.
No, it just simply is that. He was convinced that he saw a big spider.
Okay, fantastic.
Just as simple as that. He was just
That's
convinced he saw a big spider.
Convinced you saw a big spider.
Oh no.
So,
Just to throw some randomness.
fantastic. So yeah, Ro fully convinced you saw a big spider. Can I get an insight check from Suzie, who is backing up a deception roll that isn't being made?
18.
You back up this thing and fully commit to backing it up. Realize that Ro's not lying. So that's a thing.
This spider was massive, and it was there, and then it disappeared. I don't know.
Tell me any markers on this thing. Was it white with purple sort of markings on it?
It was
Or
quite
blue markings on it?
no. It was quite. There was purple, and there was green. It was kind of only there in the corner of my eye. It was quite colourful.
So not a phase spider. What the hell are we dealing with, people? Let's get a search party on this. A bunch of guards sort of like peel off. It's lieutenant and just a couple of people with you. Just a couple of guards. Soldiers, rather.
Right. I don't know. It was just there. It was just I was just like, oh, that's a big spider. I wonder. Oh, okay. And then it wasn't there. It's all right. Don't worry. I might have just imagined it.
Alrighty. Well, we're gonna double check. We're gonna make sure. Thanks for noticing that. Hopefully we will find something. If not, never hurts to double check. Fantastic. And you guys carry on. You're led into just a small sort of lounge room with a table on it with sort of like a kettle and packed sugar and milk and stuff. Somebody comes in with sort of a tin of hot chocolate, starts mixing that up for Tilly. We're going to cut away from the group for a second, and we are going to follow Dendro. Dendro has successfully slipped away from the rest of the group in the middle of talk of giant spiders. You slip back into the hangar?
Yeah.
Fantastic. You have gone unseen. People aren't looking for you. And you are in the hangar bay.
Cool. Any unmanned aircraft?
Several. About a dozen.
I'm going to pick the glitziest looking one.
You go to the aircraft, hit a thing, the cockpit just opens up.
In I get.
You get inside. Cockpit closes. Go ahead and make me. This is a piloting check. I'm just gonna double check what exactly that.
It's so much. If Dendro's just gonna leave us, abandon us.
Can I just get a dexterity sleight of hand?
Yes.
Check. You're gonna use the ship's stats.
Okay.
So let me just find what the dexterity score of the ship is. But do you have a proficiency in sleight of hand?
Not in sleight of hand.
So you are just going to add. You're gonna add a +4 to this.
Okay.
It's a fighter. It's a pretty dexterous ship.
Don't fuck this up, Dendro. The 4.
4. So that's an 8. You press a bunch of buttons. You successfully turn the lights on. And
good. I need those to
get
see.
life support on and all of that stuff, which is good. You find the thrusters, and you know that you can turn the engines on and boost them. You're not sure about turning or aiming at the exit at this point.
Is there so what's directly in front of the ship?
Directly in front of the ship. These were ships that were facing inward along the walls. So directly opposite you is another fighter facing towards you. And then on the right-hand side, turning outwards, there is a wall that is covered by a shield, but that you could fly out of, essentially.
Are there any fighter ships facing this shield?
That are facing the exit.
So
there was one that was going to be deployed and didn't because they were recalling the fighters. That is just sitting in the back while the others sort of finish up parking. Yes.
I don't know how to turn, so I'm gonna figure my chances better with that one.
Incredible. I need another stealth check with. Just give me another stealth check, actually.
Okie dokie. That's 4. That is 9, 13.
Nobody notices that a ship turns on and then turns off again as you just exit the ship. The perception checks are so bad. You exit that ship, turn it off, the cockpit closes, you get out, you move over to the other ship, you open it up, you get in, you turn it on the engines.
And I book it.
Dendro zooms out of the vessel and into space.
Yeah.
Fan flipping tastic. You are in a fighter and you have left.
No, he's gone. He's gone to the leg, hasn't he? He's gone to the leg. He's gone to the leg.
We cut back to that room inside the vessel. So Tilly's got a mug of hot chocolate. It's like anybody else who wanted a beverage just got a beverage.
I love a cider.
I'll have a Virgin Mary.
Understood on the cider. Maybe just me and the planet I come from haven't heard of a Virgin Mary before.
Well, Greg. I'm assuming this is still Greg.
Is it still Greg? Yeah.
It is still Greg. Okay. That is out of character, just so you
That's
know.
all good.
Porgy would know. It is, I just want to be specific because there are various things. So it is tomato juice. It is, and it has Tabasco sauce, Worcestershire sauce, and it has like various things like spring onions, maybe like some chives, lemon juice.
So it's a virgin Bloody Mary. So like a
Yes,
Caesar,
it's
but
a
without the
non-alcoholic
clam
Bloody Mary.
juice.
Cool beans.
We have Bloody Caesars over in Canada. Make them with clamato juice.
That's cool. I couldn't drink that, but...
Clamato.
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 You say clamato.
Clamato. Just repeat clamatus. And I was like, wait, no, that's not how you say that.
Let's call the
It's
whole
tomato.
thing off. Anyway, I order a Virgin Mary.
Fantastic. Yeah, sure. We'll get that to you right away.
Please.
Coffee. Coffee for you. Everybody gets the drinks they order. Fantastic. Next port of call. Where would you like to go?
Where is the Warforged?
The brig. Fantastic. Starts leading you all towards the brig. Gets a little thing on a wrist pad. Just goes. Here's it in your earpiece. Understood. Yeah. Bring them home. And continues to lead you toward the brig. Dendro.
Yep.
Here's the deal. You're piloting a stolen fighter away from its commanding ship.
Mhm.
They immediately notice that that's happened. Hailing frequency comes up that's not like an accept kind of thing, just a voice comes up from your commanding ship being like, Dendro. This is the Captain Lawrence. It's like, Dendro, I have looked at security cam footage of the bay and understand that you've stolen a fighter ship and are headed back towards the firefight.
That's right. I'll bring it back. I just need to get to the damsel.
Okay, so my orders are to keep you safe, and you're going on a suicide mission. You understand
No.
that, right?
We're going to the damsel.
All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna remotely deactivate your shields
Oh,
and
no,
teleport
you're not.
you back. We're gonna keep
Can
you in
I-
the brig.
Try and remember the name that Rose said.
In the chat.
So
I mean, I could just say it out loud, but I want to be like they're
do you think that Dendro would remember? Because I will give you the
It was
opportunity to
fairly
roleplay this
recent.
however you like.
It was fairly recent,
Yeah,
but there was a lot going on.
there's a lot going on. So do you want to roll for this?
I do.
Fantastic. We're gonna make this a history check.
Mm-hmm.
Because it happened so recently, we're gonna make it an even 10 as the DC.
Okay. That is a natural fucking 20.
Perfect accent and everything.
Interesting. You Do you wanna go ahead and say that name? It's in the chat.
I just want to go to the damsel. Ilibrim Itobikov Charizard?
Jaharazid.
Charizard.
Patching you through. Line goes dead. New line comes up. Confirmed date of death. And you, on that nat 20, remember the exact date given. And confirm. What is your request?
Fly me to the damsel and the lug.
For what purpose?
Rescue.
You are not with the ship we sent to protect you.
No. Send them too if you want.
For what purpose do you leave protection and reunification?
Reunification? Reunification with who?
You are this eager to join the harvest.
The what? No, I just want to go to the damsel. I don't... Should speak to Ro. He's the farmer.
Confirm forefront personality.
What? Do I know what that means?
You don't know what it means. You did a nat 20 history check, which is really good, but does not pertain to this interaction. Can I get an insight check with advantage because of the nat 20 into what your interaction is right now?
Okay. It's an 8 and a 15.
15.
Oh, and this is insight, so
This is
plus
insight.
5 for a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is really good. You have been mistaken because you have given these codes for someone specific, and there's a misunderstanding happening here, which you understand, to be there because of the way you have been asking questions. Their assumption is that who they think they're talking to must be an alternate personality or possessing you but not in control or something like that.
Personality. Living weapon. Just want to go to the damsel for rescue.
There's a long pause. Is it possible for you to fall asleep?
No.
Understood. Request denied.
How do I fucking steer this thing?
So here's the deal. You're gonna do an opposed interfere, or they're gonna make an interfere check to try to disable your shields remotely. So let's just double check how this works. You're gonna make a wisdom insight check using your ship's wisdom, which is a +0. So do you have proficiency in insight?
I do.
Fantastic. So you're going to roll a d20 and add your proficiency. They're going to roll a performance check. And we're going to see who gets the higher roll.
Okay. Say 16 plus 2, so 18.
8. There's an attempt to hack your ship or remotely control your ship. You block that access.
And make the ship go faster.
And to make the ship go faster, heading back into the fray. We'll cut away from Dendro for a minute. Okay. The rest of you continue to the brig. You go through a series of corridors, down an elevator / lift for those in the UK. And
What do you mean you're in the UK as well?
for those in the UK who use that term instead of elevator as the natural.
Right.
We've revealed our location.
I revealed my nationality. I'm a proud Canadian. Vive la Canada!
Oh, I didn't know that one. I'm gonna have to pull out, Josh. I can't handle this information.
Yeah.
You're a totally different person to me now.
No,
Actually,
that's
you've been a
it.
totally different person every 5 minutes. You just seem to
Hang
inhabit
on.
different people. I just can't trust you.
Forefront personality.
More for personality.
Anyway, the brig?
Anyway, the brig!
Yes.
You all come to... all of these cells are empty. Fully nobody in these cells. Except for one at the end. And there is a Warforged in it that looks identical to Dew, Tree, Cat, and all of the other Warforged that you saw at Giart back on Unan. Looks completely identical. No number on them, just completely blank. Warforged body behind this thing. Guy says, gonna leave a couple people with you just in case, but otherwise, prisoner's yours. No violence, please.
Have they seen us yet?
The Warforged?
Yeah.
You guys are approaching the cell, so unless you would like to put anything in
Well,
place.
I didn't know whether they were doing like a Blair Witch project and just staring at a wall. That was my question.
Oh,
Twitching in the corner.
no, there seem to be both metal bars and a shield keeping this Warforged inside of their cell, but they can see out of the cell.
So they see us coming in.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Can I roll? I don't know if it's perception or insight. As to whether this Warforged recognizes me.
It's insight, yeah.
Yeah. Proficient in that. So that is a 15.
Yeah, this Warforged recognizes you. Looks at you, eyes refocus.
I was going to come round. Piuwhgieawrg like, hello. Just so like, I'm so like, hello.
And recognizes Ravenall. Greetings.
Porgy just sees red and goes to use hammering horns. And yeah, that. I charge.
Fantastic. Make an attack roll. No, I'm not going to ask you to make an attack roll. You charge into the shields that protect this cell.
I punch the shields. I kick it. I literally everything I have.
I go to just like hug / restrain them. With my
Greetings,
disadvantage on
Piuwhgieawrg.
strength.
Your hospitality in the Airswept
Don't you
Bakery
dare
was
say my
much
name!
appreciated.
Don't you dare say my name.
I do not understand the hostility that I am receiving at this time.
Alrighty. Alright. Well, then you may have misunderstood some of your actions, perhaps. Now, can we get your name?
My name is Ofolio.
Ofolio. How do you spell that, Ofolio?
Ofolio.
Alrighty. You visited our two friends here.
I have met with both Piuwhgieawrg and Ravenall.
Alrighty. Do you know you caused them quite a bit of distress?
In what way?
Piuwhgieawrg takes off the necklace that has the wedding ring on it. I want you to look at this ring. I want you to stare at it. I want you to look at it and look at every detail. My husband John wasn't wearing his ring because he was cleaning the oven right before you took my arm. And he came to save me. And this is all I have left of him. Because you took him away from me.
The ring is recognized.
How dare you? How dare you stand there? How dare you stand there and not know the damage you've done? I want you to tell me where you've sent him, and then I want you to burn in hell.
Understood. There seems to be a misunderstanding. I, to the best of my knowledge, have not caused distress. I am a vessel for God. God may have enacted judgment upon any number of people.
Which god?
Kron.
Okie dokie. Does Kron
Rhino.
have like a
Rhino.
deep...
One of the Edifetra who created this particular subset of Warforged.
Alrighty.
Whatever has been done to you has been done for the greater good of the universe.
Sounds rather fanatical.
I was
What, you-
created to aid in the bringing of order and peace to the universe.
Wait. How's that going then?
There are
You see,
many forces stacked against us.
All right.
You know Kron is dead, right?
Kron acts through me.
Alrighty. That might even be possible. I don't even fucking know. Alrighty. Well, Kron. Distressed. My friends.
The hostility is now explained.
Yes, you understand. So, would you be willing to help us so that maybe we can allay some of that hostility?
What would you like help with? I will decide on a case-by-case basis.
Alrighty. Let's just start off. Who else have you been sent to go to other than Piuwhgieawrg here and Ravenall's buddy?
My task is to go to various locations and confirm the existence of Chaos Factor.
Alrighty. Any other chaos factors confirmed?
Several.
Alright. I'm gonna need you to give us those details.
I will not do that.
Alrighty. I'm gonna ask you why.
It is a mission from God, and to the best of my knowledge, you are the enemies of God, since the actions of God have caused you to be hostile towards his emissary.
I'm just gonna launch out a beam from my hand to try and attack him.
Again,
I know that.
the
but I'm
shield,
just
yeah, looks at you. I do not believe we have met.
No, but you've hurt my friend, and I don't like it.
God has hurt your friend.
No, you've hurt my friend.
I did not take any actions against your friend.
You've hurt my friend. I don't like it.
Understood.
Bro.
Hey, you know, Lordals?
I do.
I'm gonna try and use Fey Presence.
Ooh, baby! Wisdom saving throw, I believe.
Yeah.
Okie day. Okay. Does a 12 beat your DC?
No.
Frightened or charmed? Which would you prefer?
Oh. I think in this moment he's feeling angry, so frightened.
Incredible.
I'm gonna just go, and it just like Ro will look at, just become quite serious. Eyes go dark green, completely dark green, and you just look, and it's just his voice goes down a couple of levels, and just go. I think you need to understand how much you've hurt my friend, our friend. Now, You need to answer my other friend's questions. Otherwise, I'm going to be very, very angry. I don't like people mistreating my friends.
In response to this, Warforged takes a couple of steps back from the front of the cell and says, and like eyes wide, and says, "Chaos factor confirmed." While looking straight at you, the eyes go green. There's a light that fills them. And then Forge takes 2 steps forward again. I do not know you. Suzie Coyne. Immortality confirmed. Ravenall. You persist. Chaos factor of your own. Piuwhgieawrg. I'm gonna update Carrie on what's just happened. Carrie.
I've got to put the
Oh,
headphones
I
in.
mistook the horns for the headphones. That's what happened there. That was my bad.
Hi.
You're muted.
The horse horns? I'm a goat. Anyway, what were we saying?
Didn't say horse horn.
Oh, sorry. I only heard what you said through the headphones as I was putting on, and I thought you said horse.
I
My
mistook
apologies.
your horns for your headphones. So I started to
Okay,
talk
got
to you
you.
when you couldn't hear me.
Just crossing of wires, literally. What were
All
we saying?
good. Ro intimidated, magically frightened Opholio, and then the green light looked at him, said, "Chaos factor confirmed," and then the green light came into those eyes, stepped back forward, and now that voice that you recognize from the comms is back.
Ro, you need to take a step back right now.
No.
Ro.
Suzie Coyne.
Howdy there, Kron. How you doing?
It is my request that you bring yourself to the city of Apacreal.
All right, and what would be the purpose of that request? And are you including all of us in that?
You specifically. I have given instructions to Piuwhgieawrg.
Yes, they were very specific instructions.
Very.
You already have made strides in that direction. You are aboard a spaceship. No doubt you have leads you will follow. It is my request that Suzie Coyne return to the city of Apacreal. The future of the galaxy will be decided by what happens there.
Well, I'll consider it if you tell me where your body is, because I can make quite a bit of money from that.
Return to the city of Apacreal, and I will tell you the location of my body.
Good to know. You still fighting on the same side? Or you
Your
found your own?
implication is that the war did not end.
Oh,
Are you still fighting on the same side, Suzie Coyne?
what was my side during the war?
I have notes on your activities. The Edifuture Druthra did transmit final messages from Ipia.
What were those final
The
messages?
Edifuture Yima has given me notes on your participation in the rebellion on Metazion. Why somebody gifted as you are would choose to defy the gods is beyond me.
So you're still fighting on that same side then?
I am not fighting anymore. The war is over. Are you still fighting? Come to a pack real. I will tell you the location of my body.
Tell us the location of the cradle and Brina while you're at it.
Your task is to find the cradle and Brina. I am not fighting any longer. I am searching.
For what? Or who?
I am searching for Brina. I am searching for the cradle.
Why?
Long lost sister.
Understandable. Well, we got a newly lost husband over here that we're dealing with, so that's gonna take priority.
I have sent John to Brina,
How'd you
or
get-
as near as I could make him.
Where is John? If you know where you put him, then surely we're not that far off from Brina.
I have an approximation of the last known location of Brina. I sent John along the paths we used to communicate. Do not know physical location. I have frequencies. Frequencies which are
Sorry.
not being answered any longer.
Kron, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a god or you're a little rat on the street. You've taken my husband away from me, and you've put him somewhere where God knows what he's going to do.
Love is an excellent motivator.
Don't give me that bullshit.
I learned it from them. Looks at Ravenall. You and your friend who saved you.
She kind of just like standing there like, how about I offer you a deal?
I will listen.
Okay. Would you be able to tell us the frequencies you are trying to contact John on, and the deal on my behalf? I won't rip apart and maul this lovely vessel of yours.
You are incapable of accessing the frequencies I speak of. And you offer me nothing.
Incapable how?
You do not possess the maximum power requirements to access that frequency. You are small. You are mortal.
Technically, I'm dead. Thanks.
You are small, then.
Quite mighty to me.
Pardon?
Quite mighty to me.
It might seem that way.
I'll still give you a bloody nose. Don't worry about that.
Your chaos factor is active, unnecessary to boost.
Well, wait. Gonna say I smell.
I have no olfactory sensors in this form.
Still gonna give you a bloody nose. Don't like you.
I'll
I
give
do
you
not
a bruised
require you to
arse.
like me.
No, don't like you. You don't go around stealing people's husbands. It's just not nice. Is it, Dad?
No.
Guests that are reading the room.
Ravenall, you can try what you want to try.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh. Now there's options.
Think about that for. Okay, go.
Okay. Rolling up the sleeves. Let's get serious now. Ophelio, disconnect communications with Crom. But I want him to split.
Yes. So you are giving a command to Ophelio in this moment.
Yeah.
By invoking this, you are aware that this is the only time you will be able to invoke this person's name.
Yes.
Fantastic.
but
Very,
isn't
very-
we'd never be able to give a command again?
not doing what she's doing.
Just specific to me.
Okay.
Fantastic. You speak the name, and the name resounds through everybody's mind and then vanishes, as though it had not been there. And you see the green light blink out in the Warforged eyes. Why did you make me do that?
Because we weren't really getting anywhere. I think he said all he needed to say without, and kind of like to Piuwhgieawrg and Suzie was like, without upsetting the rest of us.
Okay.
Kind of just thinks back, just behind Ro, kind of chilling.
How did you do what you did to me?
That'd be telling.
Fascinating.
Thank you.
No, she's cool.
I cannot seem to
Did I
reconnect.
roll-
God.
Well, that's a shame, isn't it?
What's that, Carrie?
I was gonna say, could I roll, see if Piuwhgieawrg could figure out what Ravenall was doing?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Um,
No, that's fair. I kind of knew Piuwhgieawrg wouldn't know, but
yeah. Suzie recognizes this.
Yeah.
But nobody else is gonna recognize what just happened.
Is it an undead thing? Is it a post-mortem
That'd be telling.
thing?
So, do I have the pleasure of your company for the foreseeable future?
Are you our walking law book?
A law book?
That was out of character as a joke.
Lore.
That's why I did an
Lore
accent.
book. Got it. My apologies.
It's all right.
Law-
The lore.
The
I'm going to say it
lore!
like that.
The corn!
That's how I'm gonna say it from now on. Just so
That's
you know.
awesome.
We just have a robot. Not a robot. That's mean. Oh, like anyway.
I have
I don't
served
know if
my
I could
purpose.
stomach. I don't know if I could stomach seeing your face for the foreseeable future.
I do not believe there's any more I can accomplish. I doubt escape will be possible. I have succeeded in my mission. I have confirmed Suzie Coyne's immortality.
That was your mission.
I have confirmed the chaos factor of Ro.
We don't know what that means.
Don't self-destruct.
Goodbye.
Nope. I have a question for you. Fuck. Gotta ask about Lordles.
New Lordles. Did not tell you any more. Folio self-destructs.
Fuck.
Right, where did that cider go to?
You've got an empty mug in your hand.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, we drunk it.
Hmm.
Oh, whoa.
Your dad says in your head, it's like, that guy seemed like bad news to me.
I didn't like him, Dad. I didn't like him.
No, I'm with
I'd
you.
have given him one of them. That's what I'd have done. I'd have given him one of them.
Absolutely.
One of
I've been
them.
with you 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
I'm gonna just... I've been, like, sort of consoling Piuwhgieawrg hearing this, just patting them on the back. And I'm just gonna, while I'm doing that, just make eye contact with Ravenall. Like, just... little bit of a interesting acknowledgement there of what's just happened. Or sort of getting back to what we need to do, which is, so I'm gonna make sure that, like, Porky, I'm there with them. And I'm gonna say, let's, oh, go ahead.
Are we gonna take on the lug then?
What?
The lieutenant kind of goes, what?
All right. No, sorry. I was just catching up. That was all.
We're just gonna keep you safe for a bit, and we can talk about destinations you want to go, but the intention was not to go back into the death fight.
Yeah.
Right. All right. That's fair enough.
Go for it.
Is that... Should I roll something to, like, know if I notice Dendro's not here?
I think anybody who is just keeping an eye out will have noticed that Dendro is not with you guys anymore.
Because I definitely... tunnel vision. Sorry, Dendro.
Yeah.
Porky doesn't care right now.
Well, why don't we go sit down somewhere? We'll get Piuwhgieawrg another something to drink. Did Dendro go to the washroom or something? Has anyone seen him?
I'm also in the dark. Your friend should be here. I'll just double check.
I might go and have a look for that spider.
One of these guys can go with you.
Yeah, that's right.
One of the guys goes with you. He checks in with the captain. Captain, what is going on with Dendro? We cut away from the main party and go back to Dendro. Dendro, would you like to return to Owlbear?
Yeah.
So let's just go back to Owlbear. You are in. I'm calling the fighter Dendro.
Okay. I named it after myself, and I jumped in. It was
What you
like
did?
SMGB, nah, Dendro.
All the notifications on it just go.
I've changed everything. We got multi-strobe colors going off in the cockpit. It's like a party hut inside of here.
Nice.
Fantastic. So you are back in the thick of things. The sort of update is that where did the flagship go?
We did it.
Well, yeah, you see that there's the flagship is sort of there seems to be like an internal explosion that seems to occur inside. And you see that, like, during the course of this firefight, a lot of ships are worse for wear. The lug seems to be in quite a bad shape. The sort of like warships, one of them's been fully destroyed. Another one looks to be on its last legs. The unmarked mining group vessel looks to be clamped onto the pathogen, which is also looking battered and trailing smoke. A couple of these Githyanki ships have been destroyed, but when that explosion happens inside the flagship, there's like a magical like pulse from it. As you make it there, you see the lug deploys its gate circuit, and vanishes. So the lug fully disappears.
Oh.
And is gone. The canvas gates out instantly. And a lot of these ships are sort of left cleaning up. You know, there's some lugling fighters that have been left behind. You hear voice in your head. And there's just this like long sigh of relief. Oh. We thought you had betrayed us.
Who's first?
Come home. We
Did I make
have
it?
intruders. Go ahead and make me another maneuvering check. So this is going to be just +4 to a d20 roll.
Go first. 6.
So 6 total.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
I rolled a 2.
Fan bloody tastic. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, you're in control. Your natural speed is 450.
Mm-hmm.
So take your movement, take your turn, and I will tell you what happens. Essentially 45.
Yeah. Come to for the purpose of the map, just to the tip of this little cloud.
Fantastic. You make it that far. That blob that had showed up on sensors as not really the same as anything else. You look and you see in person for the first time the glorious sight of Eichelkron. You see Ickle himself. Red sort of elongated thread attached back to the pathogen. A full white on purple dragon flying in space, wheels around, sort of laser blasts creating a bunch of holes in it which immediately close up, sort of in a red goo, and turns on and seems to ram into the SMG ship to try to dislodge it from the pathogen.
I'm gonna need a path cleared for me here.
We do what we can. You feel the force through you of this psychic wave that is sent out. Ships sort of careen into one another. The tiff sort of knocks into and takes off course these two Githyanki ships in your path. These fighters continue to blast at and destroy one another over here. Roll a luck check with advantage. Just 2d20. Tell me the higher roll.
An 18.
18 is really good. See, ambient fire. It's going to be 1 hit. You take 1 hit from an ambient sort of fighter blast. Your ship is badly damaged. by the hit, you take 5 of 7 points. So there's you in space. Your next turn. Go for it.
Let's do a little bit more moving. Oh yeah.
Think if you
Straight
dash,
up.
you should be able to just
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah. In between the enemies.
You make it straight the way there. Your your maneuvering check was basically if you made it like if you were trying to get through enemy ships, you were going to take damage and stuff. But you asked for the way to be cleared. Your ability is basically go straight, and maybe I can turn a little bit.
Maybe just this is pod racing, just forwards.
Your ship careens into the pathogen. It's ancient dwarvish vessel. It looks like a spire horizontally making its way through space. You like fully fall out of the vessel, and you see the red gelatinous pulsing goo on the wall.
It's beautiful. I'm home.
Part of it like reaches out and seems to become sort of a hand on the wall.
You want to shake?
You grasp that hand. Feel elation flood your being. Slime crawls up your arm,
Can you get me closer to the fight?
up your neck, slips into your mouth. There is a saving throw associated with this.
Mm-hmm.
You may choose to fail if you wish.
Of course. This is the best day of my life.
You feel the fulfillment of that promise being made early in a time of great distress. Your body liquefies, runs, and is absorbed into the side of the ship. You feel yourself become one with the Cerebroblex, their living weapon. Instantly reconstitute as another part of this being is simply in the location that you need to be at. And first 1, then 2, then a dozen, then 2 dozen Dendro Tincts appear to fight the invaders coming onto the ship with the pathogen. And that is where we are going to end tonight's session. Thank you all so much for watching. Tune in next time for another thrilling episode of Seeking the Hidden Realms. Goodbye and good night.
Bye.
Bye.